We are talking months of test prep, obliterated in 24 hours. I'm Erika with Target Test Prep, and today I want to share 4 ways you can absolutely tank your GRE score before your GRE test date, based on things I have unfortunately seen from my actual students. The first way you can tank your score right before your GRE test date is to take a practice test. I've seen this from a lot of my students, both students coming to me for the first time after a disappointing test day performance, and students I worked with for months who decided to ignore my advice right before their test. And in both cases, I saw the same thing. A significant drop-off between their practice test scores and their actual scores on test day. It is consistently a huge bummer. Now, the logic behind the day before test day practice test seems solid. It's a dress rehearsal, right? But a one-person show like the GRE doesn't work the same way a theater production does. Rather than prepare you for a seamless performance, all it does is eat away at your stamina, which is critical to reserve for test day. Instead, I tell my students to take their last real practice test a week or so before test day, and then the day before test day, mentally take a practice test. Visualize the experience you'll have on test day, the emotions you'll feel, the challenges you'll face, and then in your head, rehearse the test-taking strategies that you'll deploy. This helps grease the wheels for applying them the following day without depleting your stamina reserves. The second way you can tank your GRE score before test day is to review everything. This is the sister to the last one. Again, the logic seems solid. Everything could be on the test, so everything is worth prioritizing. But there simply isn't enough space in the human brain to prioritize everything. So students who do this end up with a random selection of things top of mind going into their exam, and not necessarily the most important ones. In reality, you don't need a comprehensive review. You need a personal review. If you've seen my video on the 3 ways to improve your score fast, you know that half the value of keeping an error log is turning it into a perfectly customized strategy guide before test day, catered to your weaknesses and the things that you most need to remember to perform well. This ensures you are laser focused on test day, maximizing your existing brain space by filling it with the most important things for you. The third way you can tank your score before test day is to try to learn something new. Now, you absolutely can learn a new thing a month out from your test date. In fact, it's one of the 3 ways to improve your score fast that I share in my video. However, I too frequently see students trying to rush through concepts they still haven't gotten to right before their test date. And this is a mistake. Focusing your energy on trying to master a new concept in 24 hours is 1, not going to work, and 2, going to leave you mentally scattered on the concepts that you do already know. Preferably, if you've made it to the days before your exam and there's something you still don't know, just accept that you aren't going to know it. It's not ideal, and you may end up needing to retake, but the best way to optimize your performance in the short term is to prioritize the concepts that you do already know and do your best in the moment on the concepts you don't. The 4th way you can tank your score right before test day is to stress yourself out. I know, easier said than done. Testing anxiety is real, and it certainly isn't something you can cure with less than 24 hours before your exam. That said, there are activities and thought patterns that will worsen your stress and anxiety, and there are activities and thought patterns that will mitigate your stress and anxiety. I see a lot of students make things much, much worse for themselves with their actions leading up to test day. Ideally, the day before test day, you should review your strategy guide a couple times. Visualize applying those strategies on test day. Maybe do 5 to 10 practice questions just to keep your brain online. But otherwise, take it easy. Do things that you enjoy, excluding anything that's going to impair your performance the following day. Get your heart rate up a little. Go to sleep at a reasonable time. Take deep breaths. Try to reframe your nerves as excitement. Overall, be kind to yourself. When you treat people better, they perform better. And that applies to you too. Got questions about your day before test day strategy? Leave them in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos from me every Wednesday. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.